Good morning, everybody. Happy hump day. Happy Wednesday. Hope everybody's having a good one. It is trash day around here today, and I almost forgot. Jack did bark at him. They came real early this morning again, and I just went up there and got my trash can to pull it back down. I'm a little bit bothered. I get it that sometimes they only have one guy and it makes it tough because he's driving the truck and then he has to hop and get out and get the stuff. But he didn't even get everything out of my thing. It's still half full. I'm like, come on. He took some of it, reached in, grabbed a bag or two and threw them in the back of the truck, but left the rest of the stuff. I'm like, well. Anyway, let's see who we got hanging out with us this morning. We have Lonnie's here. Good morning, Lonnie. Paul is here. Good morning, Paul. Good to see you here this morning. Thomas Graham, good morning. Butch is here. Good morning, Butch. Clyde's here. Hope you're doing well, Clyde. Kenneth is here. Good morning. Appreciate the thumbs up. We got a couple over there. Bunch of slackers this morning. Marcelo's here. Good morning. Gary Hammett's in the house. Good morning. Darren Birds is here. Good morning. Let's see. David says, good morning. Heavy frost this morning in Southern Virginia. I still haven't seen any frost here, but man, it was even cooler this morning than it was yesterday. It was, in fact, I just looked at my phone a second ago, and it's dropped even since the sun's come up. So it's 33 out there right now. So getting a little nippier than I like. I see George is here. Soggy and cool southeastern Michigan. All right. Charles is in the house. This morning, Dave and Jack. Appreciate the thumbs up, Charles. Mr. Jack is right here beside me, like he usually is. Uh-oh. Solar Man says, morning, big day today, 10:23. Oh, 10:23 of 10:23. So he's completed the scoreboard stuff, whatever it was. Excellent. Hot diggity. Kevin Els is here. Good morning, Kevin. And Don is here as well. Good morning, Don. Hope y'all are doing well. I have nothing to talk about. I know I say that every morning, don't I? But I mean it this time. I got nothing. There was something I was watching on TV, because I always watch the news to catch the weather that Joanne's talking about. And I saw something else, and I can't remember what it was. All I remember is that it made me fuss at the TV. So it's probably just as well that I don't remember what it was. But holy cow, I am telling you what, we have got just under now, I think 20 days until the midterms, just under 3 weeks. I will be so glad when all that mess is over with. It's like the ads they're showing. It's like they only, apparently they've done done some research or something to determine that this ad appears to be the most effective or whatever. So it's like they're running that same ad, and this is both sides are doing it, just over and over and over and over. And I'm like, okay, we get it. You both suck. We get it. You know, but I'm just so tired. And it does. The bad thing is, if I'm watching the news, the network channels, and I go, okay, enough of this. Let me flip over to YouTube. They're on the YouTubes too. So when you go to, of course, they're a shorter thing and you can skip them most of the time, but it's the same stupid commercials, that you see on the regular TV. And I'm like, holy cow, we are surely not going to make it. I'm just telling you, I just don't think we're going to make it. This society has just stooped to such a low level. I got my doubts about it. I really do. But who cares? I just keep doing my own thing until somebody shows up at my door and says I can't. I guess that's about all I can do. Coffee is tasting super excellent this morning. Let's see here. Ryan's getting a little congrats there from getting finished on the 3D print. I bet your little Ender 3's going, because you just have that one, I think, don't you? And you running all of them on that one little Ender. That thing's probably like, man, will this guy ever stop with these things? George says, you got to feel sorry for those guys in Texas, used to hundreds, feeling the 40s. Not really. It is what it is. You get whatever you get. Sean's here. Good morning, Sean. Gary says, I found something worth watching on TV. It's a fake fireplace. Yeah. I need to find another one of those. But yeah, that's probably the best thing to put it on. Something like that, or kittens playing or something. I don't know. Just so much negativity. It's just unreal. But that's just the way it is these days. I was a little bit happy that, yesterday I got up and the first thing I did is I asked my Echo Dot what the temperature was, and she said it was 42. And I went outside to my garage, since I've done those done the garage door, the insulation stuff on it. And it was at 60 yesterday. And I'm thinking, okay, well, that's pretty good. It's not really getting that cold in there, even though it's pretty cold outside. So today when I got up, and when I first got up, she said it was 34. So I thought, yikes, let me go look at that thing again. I went out there and it was maybe 56 or something. And that's not running any heat or anything out there. That's just everything closed up with that new insulation. So I'm thinking, and I'll learn more as it goes on and gets colder and colder, but I'm thinking that insulation is already making a difference. So I hope, if I can keep it 50 or higher, and then run that little heater out there, and then because it's insulated better, the heat stays in better. I think I can survive that, because I just do not like that cold. And then of course I can always put something down. I'll probably go to I think it's Tractor Supply that always has those really thick looking fatigue mats. And they're like one piece. They're not a bunch of little pieces you have to put together. But they always have those wrapped up and chained right in front of their door. Um, they look like they'd be pretty nice because they look like they're pretty thick. So I might try to get one of those to stand on out there. I do have one, but it's not super thick. And it's the kind that you have to piece together, which works okay, but when you run the vacuum, if the vacuum catches one of those little things, it'll pull it all the way off and suck it down the shop vac. So it's hard to keep that thing stuck together, but it's better than nothing. So, well, that's pretty exciting that Ryan's got all his stuff done. Now, I don't want to put any pressure on you, but should we expect those roll up doors to be up anytime this week, or is that just too soon? I know you've had them for a while. Um, and I don't know how hard they are to put up. I imagine they're not the easiest thing to put up. But you got lots of shelves you could put together and stand on those for scaffolding. So it's not like it's not like you can't reach anywhere in that building now. Just stand up on some shelves. Um, and congrats on that big score too. That was another good one. Another good one for sure. Let's see. Gary says YouTube has a few. He's talking about the fake fireplace things. I think. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find me one. David says CNC machine motors and drivers love the cold air. Yeah, they do. They do. I always have, that reminds me of something. I always have to laugh a little when I see some of these people in the CNC, all the different Facebook groups and stuff, and they're always asking, they're always asking the question, um, like how cold my CNC's out in my shed, or it's out in my unheated garage, or something like this. How cold is too cold for my CNC? And it always just makes me laugh because you always get a big range of answers, obviously, from the experts. But I'm always thinking, how cold is too cold for you? Because if it's, that's what's important. Whether you can stand or not, the machine don't really care. It don't give a flip how cold it is. And I see people say, "Oh, well, you'll get condensation and blah blah blah," all that stuff. I'm like, you know, as a guy who has worked in a lot of manufacturing facilities, small job shops, you name it, there's never any heat in those places, and they have many thousands of dollars worth of equipment, CNCs and what have you. And they do not worry about, oh, is it too cold for this little machine? Am I going to need to put a heater on? it's like, it's like, nah, it's more how cold can you take it? But it's always funny because you'll always get some people go, oh, well, you shouldn't run your machine if it's below this. And I'm like, that machine don't care. It don't give a flip. Just turn it on and go. It'll warm up. Mine always have. Clyde says, I use old carpets from in the house out on the garage floor. Yeah, I have some I don't know what you call them, remnants, I guess, the carpet where when they were putting new carpet in this house before I moved in, when they cut off a piece, they would just pile it in the closet. So I have a bunch of pieces like that, and I have those a couple of those right at the door going from the garage to the house, and I use that to kind of wipe my feet off. Try to keep the dust and stuff in the garage. It doesn't always work. I usually track it in anyway. But yeah, and now that you think about it, carpet is probably almost as cheap or maybe cheaper as some of those the nicer fatigue mats. So maybe I should get a fatigue mat, lay it down, and then get like one of those they call them area rugs or something, and use that get one that's still small enough you can pick up and carry it outside and shake it out and stuff. So that's a good idea. Let's see. Thomas Grimm says, what is he going to do with the scoreboard? Well, I don't know, but it's going to be cool, whatever it is he does with it. I mean, how many people can say they have a 16-foot hockey scoreboard in their shop? I bet it's only a handful, if there's even that many. Don says, we used to use horse mats to stand on our shop, 3/4 thick and heavy. That might be what these are at Tractor Supply, because they look pretty thick. And they're not real cheap either. And I think they're about they're pretty good. So I'd say they're probably about 4 foot by 6 foot or something like that. They're pretty big. So they might be for, because Tractor Supply sells all kinds of cattle and horse stuff down there as well. Let's see. We're getting an update on the doors. Hopefully doors go on this weekend. Sweet. Can't wait to see that. Yeah, then he says he needs to insulate where the shelves are going to go so you don't have to move them again. Well, that's smart. Because those things look like they'd be a pain in the butt to move because they're, so heavy duty, even if they're empty, if there's nothing on them. So, yeah, that's a good idea. Get the insulation knocked out. Mr. Bob Sims is in the house. Good morning, Bob. Haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back to the coffee sessions. We have, excuse me, still knocking these out. We're up to 593. If we make it through this one. Bob says thumbs up. All right. Still got some slackers over there. I don't know what it is. Still got some slackers over there on the thumbs up, but that's okay. Hit the thumbs down. I don't care. It doesn't matter one way or another on this thing, I don't guess. Well, let's see. What else can I talk about? We're in about 19 minutes. Don't have really nothing else to talk about. It's supposed to be warming up. I think, if I heard Joanne right, I think it's supposed to be kind of cold again tomorrow morning, but then that's pretty much going to be it for this week, I believe. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll look at my Fox 5 thing. Yeah, right now it said it's 41, feels like 36, so it is still pretty cold. And if I hit the daily thing, yeah, today's high is supposed to be 59. Tomorrow morning it's supposed to be 36 for the low, 62 for the high. But then after that, Friday, it starts creeping back up, 69 and 40. Saturday, 72 and 43. So that should be pretty good. Pretty good. And then we're not going to, looks like when you look way out in the forecast, looks like we're not going to get even a chance of rain until middle of next week. So that's good. That's good. But may have to drag my lawn tractor out one last time, which is usual, or unusual, because a lot of times I mow right up until around Thanksgiving. But the last time I mowed, we did get, we didn't get any rain for a while, and then we did finally get a little rain. So it kind of turned back green again, but it didn't really grow that much, I guess, because it started getting cooler. But I need to get out there and probably hit it at least one more time. Plus, I need to mulch up all the leaves that are falling. But the bulk of the leaves have not fell yet. They're just as a gazillion leaves once they get going. And of course, the good old pine straw. I hate that pine straw. Gets in everything. Always falls right on both my truck and my Explorer. And it's amazing how that pine straw can get stuck down in stuff, because you think it would all blow off when you go down the road, but it just sticks in your windshield wipers and in the little cracks and stuff. I don't know how it hangs on so well, but it's hard to get that stuff off. So let's see here. Did I miss somebody? I think I did. Gary says Tractor Supply also has 1/4-inch mat you roll by the foot. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think I don't know that 1/4-inch would do much on my concrete floor. I think I'd want something thicker than that. I see David's got a question. He says, why are Ryan and Clyde's names in blue with a wrench beside them? That is because those guys are pretty much here in the coffee sessions every stinking day. So whether they wanted to or not, they have been made a moderator so that they can help nail the trolls or the bots. Like we had that one bot, I think is what that was yesterday. But that's why you see those names. Like I see Ryan Ballard's got the wrench, Rob Schuster does, Clyde does, Sean does a Klondike. He has a wrench. Larry's not here, but he also has one, because normally, he's off camping right now, but normally he's here all the time. So it's the loyal coffee sessioneers, or whatever I call you guys, that I have made moderators to help me nail the trolls. Because it hadn't been bad lately, but there has been times where you get not one, but it's like a group of them, and they just get you all at once. So it's nice to have some other people that can oust them when they show up. Let's see, what else did I miss? Bruce is here. Good morning, Bruce. He says us slackers haven't had enough coffee. Okay. All right. Whatever your excuse is, it don't matter. I'm just going to give you a hard time because I don't really have nothing else to fuss about. But anyway, let's see. What do we got left now? About 5 more minutes. Let's see. Can't really think of anything to talk about. I don't have any exciting news, or not, as you can see behind me, I'm not 3D printing anything. I still haven't tried that thing on that one, and I've about decided I could probably buy the thing off of Amazon for a few bucks. I'm going to look on there. If I can buy one, I'll probably just get one. So instead of spending 16 hours fussing with that thing trying to run one. So it's not really worth it. Let's see. Yeah, Clyde says Ryan had a bad one once. Yeah, Clyde's not gonna let you forget that, Solar Man. That was pretty funny though. That was certainly a lesson learned in about 0.2 milliseconds. But yeah, that was a fun time, wasn't it, Clyde? Watch it. I knew that was going to be trouble. I'm like, oh no, you don't want to do that. And sure enough, boom, in your face. That's one reason why I'm probably a little I don't know what the right word is, a little trigger happy when it comes to a name that pops in the, because this is the coffee sessions. We're just here drinking coffee. Y'all listen to me talk junk and stuff. There's no format to the show. There's no topic. There's nothing. It's all just spur of the moment stuff. So most likely anybody that joins the coffee sessions and then all of a sudden they want to jump right in on the conversation, that's usually like, yeah, I'm going to be watching you like a hawk. And a lot of times I go ahead and get rid of them, even though they might be legit. I don't know. Jack, there's somebody out there in your cul-de-sac. Look. I don't know who they think they are coming down here in your cul-de-sac. They better get on out of here. Well, yeah, everybody's being quiet. Nobody's saying much here. Yeah, Jack doesn't like when some strange car, and I had no clue who that is. That's anytime a vehicle drives down here that I've never seen before. I figure they're probably just turning around, because if somebody's coming and they need to turn around and they pull in the main street over there, Wellington Drive, there's no place to turn around until they come down here to the first street, which is what my street is, first street on the right after you turn on Wellington Drive. So they'll come down here to this cul-de-sac and turn around. So anytime there's something going on or there's road work or something where people get stuck and they go, I need to turn around, they always come here because this is the first one. And there's no other outlet to get out. You have to come in and turn around and go out the same way. So yard sale stuff is bad. I always have a lot of traffic when somebody's having a yard sale, because they'll come down here hunting the yard sale. But let's see. Kenneth says it's wisdom you're sharing. Yeah. I don't know about that. Like I said, I wonder every day when I come in here to turn this on, and I see, 8-10 people waiting. I'm like, well, I don't know what they're here for. All I'm going to do is talk to myself and drink coffee. Yeah, that was pretty educational, wasn't it, Ryan? It was a quick lesson learned for sure. George says Jack is a good alarm. Yeah, well, I had to kind of tell him first, because he was laying down there, and that truck was real quiet. It wasn't a noisy one, so he wouldn't have heard it if I hadn't have said something, I don't think. But yeah, he usually don't miss many of them. He's pretty good at hearing things that I don't hear, and that's because if I'm sitting there watching YouTube videos or whatever I'm doing, I never even get up out of the chair. When he barks, I just take my phone and look at that camera that shoots out in the driveway. And it's, either the mailman, the FedEx person, the Amazon person, the UPS person, something like that. But he lets me know. And I like it when the mailman, Gary, my mailman, he has a distinctive sound in that little, I don't know what those things are, Jeep truck or whatever those things are. It has a distinctive sound, and Jack will hear that thing way before he even turns into the subdivision. He'll start barking. And I like when he does that because that gives me plenty of time to grab my phone, pull that app up, because it takes a second for that camera to focus in and get out there. And then I can look and I can actually watch my mailman as he goes around the cul-de-sac, because a lot of times he doesn't stop at my house. So if he doesn't stop, then I know I don't have to bother getting up and going. But if I miss it, if Jack is late barking or something, and I look and the camera comes on just as I see the mailman driving off, I'm like, I don't know if he stopped or not. But I also have a thing on that app where I can stop it and go back up a little bit and watch. So that's pretty lazy, isn't it? I don't even get up to look at most stuff. I just use that app on that phone. Let's see. Clyde says, my dog growled when he heard Jack. All right. My dog knows the sound of the UPS van. It drives her nuts. Yeah. Rocky's not, I was thinking Rocky, but I said Rocky and I was actually thinking Jack, but Jack's not, he don't much care. I mean, he'll, when the truck comes down, and I always have one of those bigger, box van type things. I mean, he'll bark at the UPS guy. Rocky used to try to get in the truck with the guy, not to bite him. I think he just wanted to go for a ride, but yeah, he did that one time. He was, they pull up and then of course, he leaves the door open and stuff. And he was in the back of the truck rummaging around trying to find my stuff. Rocky walked out there and I was standing out there beside the truck so the guy could just hand it to me. And Rocky got on up in there. Was standing there looking at the guy. When he turned around, the guy didn't know what to do. But I said, yeah, he won't hurt you. He just wants to go on your route with you. That's all. But anyway, let's see. George says, my dog barks at all people that pass by, but he hates the golf carts. That really sets him off. Yeah. Yeah. We have, we don't really have many golf carts, but there has been one lately. And I think it's somebody maybe new to the neighborhood or something, or maybe they just got a golf cart. I don't know. But I've seen them come down. Yeah, just cruise in the neighborhood, come down, turn around the cul-de-sac and head back off. But all right, that was my timer. So I guess I'm going to get out of here. Everybody have an awesome hump day. We will probably be back tomorrow for number 594, getting really close to this 600. Let's see if I don't miss a day. Yeah, it looks like we would hit 600 on the 28th of this month. So, all right, that'll work out good, I guess. All right, so everybody have a good hump day. Stay warm, and we will see y'all tomorrow. See you.